what's going on, everybody? Man, we got a full fucking house tonight. Got, 3 corn children tonight. It's kind of a rarity. Of course, you guys know Bilak, the corn leader. We got, Lady Gaga here in the middle. And then, of course, I call her the ambassador of the corn children. Like, they're evil as shit, but like, she always puts that good foot forward, you know? She's trying to, like, break down the walls between the outside world and the corn world. Natalie Myers. Of course, you know, my lovely girlfriend Maya. And of course, she's back. Misery Black. And of course, I am the movie Phantom, so, you know, let's get into it. Now, before you actually get started, you know, I gotta say, you know, I am sorry I hadn't had a chance to get on the computer at all, hardly.
He's an irresponsible person.
I really am. Very unprofessional.
Very.
This is ridiculous stuff. Yeah, it's all.
The
yeah.
setup here.
It's a really shoddy thing we got on here. But I just want to let you guys know, like, I know 13th Wolfman hit me up with a video response, and I didn't even accept it until this morning. And it wasn't because I was like trying to like play hardball or anything. Like, I won't accept it until I just didn't get a chance to. Like, I literally just I will always get to it. Eventually, but you know, I just didn't get a chance to it today. So if you guys for future, I know people are going to start doing more. I know Ghostface Kid said that next week he will probably drop it, and then we have another guy, Jimmy, said he'll probably do a video response when his computer gets fixed or something. So we're going to get more video responses, and just so you guys know, I will prove it. This may not, you know, be immediately. It may be literally Saturday whenever we do the show. So, and I've been trying to, you know, watch everybody's videos. I mean, I've been watching, you know, as much as I can, trying to get myself caught up, you know. But yeah, well, it's not complete laziness. That's why I love watching things. It's more like getting to the library is what
you just kind of like you get there and then
once I'm there, I
cram it all in.
But yeah, it's trying to like fit library into the schedule. But
yeah, because you have such a busy life.
It's just so busy, busy. And speaking of this is a bad segue actually. This ain't speaking of this at all. But as you guys know, next week, Days of the Dead, bam. So there won't be a regular show at all. Hopefully we'll get some awesome footage from Days of the Dead.
Hopefully,
so
dude, I'm gonna be freaking balling out of control.
It'll just be Misery hyped up on Monster running down the hallways at like 4 in the morning, and I'll be like, seriously, Misery, we need to go to bed now.
I'm gonna like sleep on the roof.
It's gonna be insane. So
it's gonna be some hangover stuff.
But as far as like actual episode or review stuff, none next week. And we actually won't be doing that the week after either, because once again, this is the second time, second annual horror movie villain super slam summer showdown. I can't even remember the title. Vacation. Yeah, that's what's going to be. We're going to do the. Remember last year, Frankenstein's monster was the champion. He's going to return, but we're going to have 7 more villains he's going to go up against. So we may have some old favorites. Hopefully, my buddy El Blanto will make an appearance. We don't know yet. We don't know who's all going to be there, but 2 weeks from now. So we won't really resume an actual show. We're there like 3 weeks or so. So yeah, sit back and hope you enjoyed this one. And the last thing.
Try to make this one extra special.
We're not going to make it extra special. I wrote up here, and I got to go way up here now. Sweet Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, a quick reminder.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of quick reminder, the Phantom Awards. Still a long way away, but guys, keep them in mind. You're watching horror movies now. Start thinking about, like, you know, who you want to be in the Phantom Awards, you know. So start thinking that, keep that up here, boom. And this is a little piece of trivia that I just found out today. You know, this is we've done. Well, maybe not all of us we've done, but as far as the show goes, we've done 119 movies. We have reviewed 119 movies. Tonight is 120 and 121.
How is it odd?
I can't believe we've done that many movies.
How is it an odd number? You do too.
I did the summer. It's really what threw it off is the summer one. I did a summer movie marathon last year.
Oh yeah.
Where I did 5 movies instead of
Oh yeah.
Didn't do anything else but just those 5. And then another way it would have been odd though is I remember for someone's video response they wanted they had a contest and they're like do a review. Like a fresh review. I can't upload an old one, so I actually did a Carnival Souls for that one. And then whenever I did the dude did a found footage movie that had a date. It was 18/5 08. He's British, so the month and date goes around. He did a movie he wanted me to review, and actually instead of waiting around on this thing, I actually did it immediately. And so yeah, so there's no chance we can be odd.
Yeah.
So But yeah, 120 and
Makes sense.
121 tonight. That's kind of crazy. So,
That's kind of crazy.
boom.
How'd you find that out?
Actually, I have a little notebook to have all the movies I've already done and the movies I want to do, and I just happened to notice like we were on episode, we're on just like 56, 57. It's up there, and I was like, that's a lot. I was like, that's kind of crazy. So then I did the math, and then I started adding the other ones in that were specials, and yeah, 120, 121 tonight. So, got a little interesting side note. Well, guys, we're reviewing 2 more movies tonight. John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars, as well as we did the original a while back ago. We're doing When a Stranger Calls, the remake. So,
You are unprofessional.
we are definitely going to, we're going to get to that. But first, we got some top 3. Now, last week I asked the question, what was your top 3 favorite horror movies that have a color in the title? And you know what? We got some responses. So first up, we got Ghostface Kid, good friend of the show, hit us up with at number 3, White Noise.
Oh.
We reviewed that not long ago, and I thought it was alright. Wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. Number 2 was Red Dragon.
Oh.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Love Red Dragon.
Red
Big
Dragon's
fan.
great.
Never heard of it.
Prequel to
Great.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah,
Never
but
heard
Silence
of
of
it
the Lambs
either.
either
Oh my-
have. It's a great movie. Excuse me, but you just shot me.
I did. You got hit like in the leg. You're okay. You're good. You can limp away. And then number 1 was Creature from the Black Lagoon. And
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
to show my horror poserness, never seen a single. I've seen bits of them, but I never actually sat down and actually watched the entire. In fact, I got all the other box sets up there, the Universal ones, except I don't have the Invisible Man, which I've seen part of it, and I don't have Creature from the Black Lagoon, but I have the other ones. But and I love the whole movie. Now I think it looks like a good movie. I just hadn't had a chance to sit down and watch it. But so thank you, Ghostface Kid, appreciate that. Well, we got kind of a special guest this week. 13th Wolfman hit us up, but also Mama Wolf chimed in. We got her 3 horror movies with color in it. And you know what? Pretty good ones too, actually. We got at number 3, this is kind of a sci-fi.
Wait, what? Who?
Mama Wolf. 13th Wolfman's mother.
Heyo.
Yeah.
I didn't make the connection. I
Come on now.
just woke up like an hour ago.
You know, whenever you said Mama Wolf, I completely forgot 13 Wolf Man's name.
Really?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I literally.
I still love you, 13th Wolfman. I didn't forget about
I
you.
still love you too, but I didn't think.
But she has up with number 3.
Hi, Mama Wolf. if
It
you're
is
watching.
yeah. Everybody say hi to Mama Wolf.
Hi, Mama.
We got at number 3, kind of sci-fi, but lately I know I went through a block there where I was doing all these old like sci-fi. I mean, I kind of consider them horror movies too, but like sci-fi horror type things. So at number 3, she had The Angry Red Planet. I've seen it once. I was not really that big of a fan, but you know what? You're participating. That's all I care about.
Woo.
We're all on the same team here. Number 2, I can't believe I forgot this movie, and I don't remember what my number 3 was. That's how bad I am. Like I do the top 3 and I just kick it out immediately in my mind. But what my number 3 was last week, I'm kicking it out. Her number 2 was Pitch Black with Vin Diesel. Oh, dude, bad. You see Pitch Black, right?
Never even
Jesus
heard of it.
Christ, you effing kids. The Chronicles of Riddick, that shitty sci-fi movie.
Yep, me neither.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not into sci-fi movies.
Oh,
You're not into anything.
you're right, honey. Yeah, I gotta agree there on that one. If it's not Transformers or Spider-Man. Anyways,
Yummy.
anyways,
Yummy.
yeah, no, Pitch Black, badass movie. He's actually one of my favorite anti-heroes, Vin Diesel in that movie. This looks badass. Haven't seen it in a while, but it is an awesome movie. Yeah, that's her number 2. And her number 1 was a movie that I never heard of. A movie called Soylent Green. But 13 Wolfman did a quick little quote on there. And his quote was, Soylent Green! It's made out of people! And the only reason I get that reference is on C-Lab. They do an episode where they're making Grizzlebees is the restaurant. And they make like this onion burst. And at the end, Murphy's just running around going, Grizzlebees! It's made out of people! And I never got the reference, and I now get it right there. It seems like a good one. It's about basically like this dude. I'm not sure about the full plot, so I haven't seen it. But from what I get is like this dude's like kind of investigating this food company. I guess in the future, and Soylent Green is like everybody's main source of nutrition. However, he finds out that
Made of people.
it's made out of people. And yeah, Charlton Heston. So, but yeah, thank you, Mama Wolf. We do appreciate it. And of course, 13 Wolfman hit us up, and he also picked at number 3, Creatures from the Black Lagoon. So loved it. So great movie. And then at number 2, he had a tie. He had a tie. Not unusual. We've had ties before. His number 2 was The Woman in Black. Which I think that's why I had my number 3 actually. I can't remember. But it tied with Black Sabbath. So, and not the band, for everybody out there. Look at you. You're not even awake, are you? You're just out of it, clearly. Black Sabbath, the old Mario Bava film. So, and then his number 1, speaking of Mario Bava, Black Sunday. So, and I need to get into some Bava. I really dug Bay of Blood, and I thought that was awesome. So I definitely check it out. And of course, as he mentioned, he's got a very black selection here. Everything has black in it. So hell yeah. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So this week I was racking my brain. What the hell could I do with Ghost of Mars or When a Stranger Calls? I was like, can I do my top 3 horror movies from G or W? And I was like, no. So I looked at all the G's and W. I wasn't impressed with what I saw. And there's some good G's and W's. I'm not saying there ain't no good G's and W's. I'm just saying, like, really? Am I really going to do a top 3? G's and W. That's what I'm going to start saying.
G's and W.
And I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I mean, 13 Wolfman probably would dominate that. Because he's really good at, like, picking, like, the obscure ones I never thought about. Or even, like, ones I knew, but I'm just like, oh, shit, I forgot about that one, too. But, so I'm like, no, I'm like, Ghost of Mars. Okay, we can work with this. So, here we go. Top 3 horror films with that sci-fi twist. Whether the movie's set in space, or maybe set, like, in a crazy futuristic world, or maybe it just has aliens in it, but it has to have, like, a, not strictly sci-fi, has a lot of that horror to it. So that's what I'm throwing out there. So, for me, personally, after racking my brain, I'm going at number 3. Now, this could maybe be considered more of a sci-fi, but it does have some horror elements to it. They Live.
I swear to God, that's what I was just thinking.
I love that movie.
Love it. Great. You seen that?
Yeah.
You seen the movie?
Yeah.
That's insane.
You didn't watch
That
it
blows
with me,
my
though.
mind.
I just watched it last night.
Oh, this guy.
She was awake. I was asleep. I did bed.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 11 today.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was texting me this morning. She's like, I haven't been to bed yet. Good night.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sleeping. Oh my God.
So yeah, They Live. And number 2, I hate to keep dipping the Carpenter, but let's face it, The Thing. I did a review a long time ago.
I haven't watched
Loved it. Yeah, definitely check it out. Oh, it's brilliant.
I'm wanting to watch it.
It's freaking brilliant. And for me, number 1 is no surprise, Alien. Come on, boom.
Oh, I love
Wait,
it.
what?
Alien.
Oh.
Yeah, love it. I went first one. So that's my thing. I love it too. All right, well, we'll go around the
It was
room.
11:56 when I was like, I'm sleeping.
So noon, made to noon,
Yeah.
basically. All right, well, Bilak, what's some top 3 horror films that have a sci-fi twist? What you got?
I don't know.
Go. Wow. Oh, this kid. How are you the leader? I want to know that right now. How are you the leader? Ridiculous. All right, Lady Gaga.
Oh, what?
Top 3 horror movies with a sci-fi twist. What is it?
Science, like aliens and
know.
such things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
She's into the iPod.
Natalie Myers. Nothing. Sweet Jesus Christ. The corn children. The future of American people right here. It's upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, I don't expect a whole lot of the left of me either. Maya, sweetie. Top 3 horror films with a sci-fi twist.
I think of one.
Throw them on.
High tension.
That has no sci-fi to it. At all. Actually, none whatsoever.
Shut down!
No, nothing? Misery.
I'm trying to think. All I can freaking think, I'm just like blocked.
You guys can just rip off my top 3 if you
I know,
want.
I'm
In fact,
blocked that They Live.
all
right now.
5 of you guys can just be like, They Live, The Thing, and Alien.
Well,
And
there's
look-
one movie in
They
my
Live.
head.
I like They
Throw
Live.
it out there.
The beginning of it is really
What is
like old fashioned. I don't remember the name.
So if you guys have a top 3,
I'm trying to think.
uh,
Because you never tell us what this is going to be ahead of time, so we can think, and then you bust our stones when we can't think of anything.
I'm pretty sure I can ask you guys after show, and you guys still wouldn't have anything.
If I could go over there and just gaze through, because
I'll
I'm
bust the book
so
out. We'll bust the
blind.
book out. We'll
Okay.
go through it.
If you would just tell us even before the show,
We'll
give me
start.
enough time to freaking think.
All right. But you know, in my defense though, it is written.
Yeah, how am I supposed to read that?
You can ask. What does that right
Freaking
there? I'll be
seriously.
like, it's top 3 horror movies for sci-fi twist. So you guys want to throw out your top 3 horror movies for
This
sci-fi
guy.
twist? We
This
got,
guy. No one likes this
of course,
guy.
moviefam7@gmail.com.
No.
Of course, all my fan friends over on Facebook.
No.
Hit me up there. Personal messages are always, welcome. Of course, you leave a comment right down below. And of course,
Video response.
video response. So, boom, there we go.
I need to make a video response.
Now, like I said, I haven't been to the library a whole lot. Didn't get any
make a
mood
sign.
news at all. I was going to check out upcoming horror movies. Actually, around this time, I always go. Coming up, we got a new month coming up, July. Here are the horror movies there. I literally just forgot.
Irresponsible, unprofessional.
Very. It's ridiculous. Drinking problem. It's insane. So, yeah, I got nothing. So,
You're getting out of hand.
it's insane. It's downward spiral. It's spiraling out of control at this point. Lost my job. Kids left. Or the wife left with kids. It's insane. What am I going to do now? I'm slamming 10 rocks a day.
Doing lines of PC.
Jump off a bridge.
That's what's going to come down to. I'm going to jump off a bridge. My friends did
Yeah,
it.
because there's so many bridges.
Can I
What
join you?
bridges?
Can I join you?
There's one near Otis.
Eh.
It's not much of a bridge. I mean,
Eh.
you may have hurt. I may hurt I may break a leg or something.
Yeah.
Never probably I can get robbed. Like, yeah, I didn't get it.
Then
So we're on the
hang
comments
yourself
now.
and You hang yourself from the ceiling fan, break the ceiling fan.
I can
With like the belt from my bathroom.
Yeah.
I can
Nab
see
it.
that.
So we're on the comments. 13 Wolfman finally helped me out with the pronunciation of the director of The Hills Have Eyes and High Tension and Mirrors. Apparently, I had it right on one of them. It's Alexandra Aja. Aja. That's how you pronounce it. It's AJA, but it's Aja. Like you say fast or slow. Like
Good name.
Aja.
Good name.
Oh, yeah. So, but thank you, 13 Wolfman. I appreciate it.
Good name.
Now we got 11 would you rather's this week.
Woo!
Wow.
Bust them out.
Bam! Let's do it. Let's go through it. Let's just rapid fire.
Actually, no, because we need to take our time. We need to make this one special.
We do make this special. Number 1. Would you give up alcohol for 30 days
No.
or butcher your own meat for the next 90 days? And I'm going to admit, when you first said butcher your own meat, I had a different context
Yeah,
up
that's
here.
what I'm thinking. I'm like,
And
what?
I'm like, I don't need to kid, come on now.
That's what I'm
So
thinking.
I was thinking like, is that what he's being? Like, I'll give up a beer for that. That's not a big deal, you know. I don't even drink that much, so. But I'm assuming he means, yeah,
Like
on a hamburger,
everything you eat?
yeah, kill the kill the
I
cow.
don't really eat
Butcher
much.
it.
I'm not really much of a drinker though, so I'll just give up the drinking. I'm like, I don't drink. And the
Screw
kids,
that crap.
so I'm like, I'm saying for me, I'll give up the alcohol.
I'll butcher my own meat. That's really weird. Don't. Okay.
Someone's gonna make a video now where it's
Yeah.
gonna be like you just saying, I butcher my own meat. I butcher my own meat. Feel like
Yeah,
a beat
it's
to the
gonna
back
be-
of it. Boom, boom, boom.
Do that. Somebody should do that.
I butcher my own meat. Boom, boom.
If I can have like an instant dance party with this, I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it.
There we go. She's in.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright guys, butcher your own meat or give up drinking for 30 days.
I'm not gonna give up drinking.
Alcohol, it's alcohol. Still, well,
I'm not gonna give up drinking.
she's hitting it hard, guys. She's hitting it hard. She's gonna butcher her own meat. You're gonna butcher your own meat.
Well, I don't eat that much meat, really. I don't like hamburger. I don't.
What do you eat meat-wise? Chicken? You eat chicken.
Yeah. Not that often anymore, though.
You wouldn't choke a chicken? Anyways,
And none of these kids understand.
these kids over here, you have drink for 30 days, butcher your own meat.
You get it, but no one else.
You have drink for 30 days. What about you, Lady Gaga? Give up drinking for 30 days or butcher your own meat for 90?
She's smiling like she knows you're talking.
Becca. What?
Lady Gaga.
What?
Give up drinking for 30 days or butcher your own meat for 90? Like, do you like hamburgers?
Yeah.
You have to kill the cow yourself. Would you want to do that for 90 days? Or just give up alcohol for 30?
You don't drink alcohol.
So just give up the alcohol?
Smile and nod.
I'm going to say she's giving up the alcohol. Okay, Bilak.
What?
Give up the alcohol for 30 days or butcher your
like
own meat
this.
for 90?
Look at my own meat.
Butcher your own
This
meat.
kid is not a drinker.
He's at that age. He's going to tear up that meat. I mean, that's just what you do at that age.
Yeah,
I butcher my
that's
meat
really freaking weird.
insanely.
That's really
Well,
freaking
So-
weird.
I usually get
All right.
Do that.
There it is.
Freaking weird.
Up next, we got.
Stop! You're making these references to children that don't understand.
Would you. That is a pretty good one, actually.
I get
Would
this.
you be at a boring, dead-end, monotonous, fucking boring-ass job that paid $90,000 a year? Or be at a job that you really love, that you're passionate about, and only get paid $45,000 a year?
That.
You do the one you really like?
Freaking
I
yeah.
know.
You're going to be bored with $90.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be happy if I'm going to do something like
Exactly.
You got to be happy with your life.
Now, if it was like the job I have now, or just doing the boring job for $9,000, I'll take the job for $9,000 easily, because I hate my job now. But you're right, because when I worked at the theater, dude, I was making peanuts. If I was lucky. I mean, I didn't get paid shit at the theater, and I loved it. Like, I just love movies, you know. So, of course, now I got a little more responsibilities and, shit like that. But, yeah, if I can find a job that got me by, that I was happy with, that didn't really make me bog, girl, yeah, I'd take it in a
So
heartbeat.
with my education, I doubt I'm going to stick with $45,000 a year.
There it is.
Just saying.
You go for the $90,000. But will you be happy, though? That's the
Yeah,
question.
I'm going to be happy.
With the money?
Yeah.
But money does buy happiness.
Not always.
No, it does. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
it
sometimes
does. It really does.
It can buy you things to make you happier, but if you're stuck at that boring dead-end job, then you're not going to be very happy no matter what.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna find some addictions that I'm gonna be happy with. I'm gonna be like, all right, pills and whiskey.
That's
It's like 9 in the morning. I'm like, I'm happy. 90,000 a year, happy. Oh, all right. Next patient.
Next patient? What are you doing?
All right. Well.
Crap, what are you doing?
All right. Boring job for 90,000 a year, or a job you really love for 45,000.
No need to even ask.
A job I would love.
Job you love. Becca.
Girlfriend.
Lady Gaga.
No, you can ask her. She doesn't know what she's saying.
She doesn't know either way.
What am I talking about?
Would you
Not
like to do a
you.
job that you really love for 45,000 a year, or a job that you're just bored with for 90,000?
Job that I got bored with.
You go for the money. Bilak.
Job I really love.
All right, 45. All right. So, we got some true people in here. We got a
See,
couple of gold diggers. It's
The
okay.
people that go for the money are the ones that are going to hate their lives anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
If you yeah.
It's all right, we're gonna be happy, guys. It's okay. With our 45,000 a year, we're gonna be happy. All right,
People
up
get
next.
me angry.
Would you rather have a photogenic memory
Oh.
or add 40 points to your IQ? We're gonna start with you, sweetie. Photogenic memory or what? Photogenic memory?
It
You,
depends.
photogenic.
Why did you just completely skip me?
I'm gonna change up the format this time. We'll just keep it
Okay,
going down.
well,
All
there
right,
you
so
go,
you
man.
photogenic memory
If
or
I
add?
have the memory, I could, like, if I see something like people disturbing, it would be, like, stuck.
It will be stuck.
So,
You want to add 40 to your IQ? All right, Lady Gaga.
think to the food. What are you guys talking about?
The photogenic memory or add 40 IQ points?
This is why people commit suicide.
That's more than food.
Add 40. You?
I have that.
Add 40. All right. You?
It's basically the exact same thing. If you have a photogenic memory, you're going to remember everything you learn.
Well, then you'll add
So-
more than 40.
Exactly.
You're
So
going-
I'm going for the photogenic memory.
I'm going photogenic too because I've met a lot of people who were college educated, very intelligent, and they were some of the dumbest people I've ever met. Had no actual common sense. Like, I don't care how much book smart you have, dude. They don't help you a whole lot in the real world unless you got your $90,000 paying job
Yeah.
and you have no real worries. But a lot of people I've met, I've met those ignorant people who, once again, they were smart, but I guess that's what's going to keep me out of trouble though. They'll get those nice jobs and don't have to worry about the responsibility. But yeah, I'm saying photogenic memory too.
But then again, if you make a lot of money, you're going to be in more danger from the lower class wanting your money and stuff.
When the uprising happens,
Yeah.
when the poor finally take control,
Yeah.
I think
I'm going with the photogenic memory.
Teddy Watts was trying to get everybody to rise up at the chicken house. He made everything you could force you to rise up and just take over. He's trying to start a riot on the show, so. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd let him do it and jump in. I ain't gonna start it off though, but when the riot's going down, I'm definitely gonna do some looting.
Sure. Well, yeah.
I'm in.
I like rating things.
Yeah,
It's a
let's
fun
do that.
time.
All
I
right.
learned a lot actually. I still change from cars.
We got, this is what I can really care less about. Get 2 tickets to the Super Bowl or get 2 season tickets to any team you want. Not really a sport guy, but you like sports? Not really a sport guy.
Sports.
Let's over here. 2 tickets to Super Bowl or 2 tickets to a
Sports.
sporting event or football team that you like.
Football team I like.
Football?
What?
Super Bowl or team you like? Super Bowl or team you like?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Neither. I don't. It's freaking sports.
So you had to pick one, like.
Do it.
Well, I like
Oh,
Super
I
Bowl.
would go for the Super Bowl tickets because you could sell those and make a lot of money.
Super Bowl. You know, honestly, I'd probably go Super Bowl. Just say I went there because usually in these big cities, there's like a huge, massive party afterwards.
I've been to
So-
Luke's Oil Stadium before, so.
That you've been to Super Bowl.
No, but I've been to Luke's Oil, so
That's what I'm
I feel like,
saying.
I don't really
I do like
care.
Go right ahead.
I don't really care.
I do like cereal.
Like cereal?
Yeah.
All right.
Both for it.
Have your first child when you're 19 or 45.
19.
So
19?
19.
45.
Some of that kid you're born retarded.
Yeah.
Like horrible. Like comes out. You want to die during childbirth. What are you trying to say?
Well, if you're 19 when you're giving birth, and you're just kind of throwing your life away anyway.
That's
so, I
true.
mean,
Or you can throw a baby away. Up top.
point.
Yeah.
Point.
Now throw a baby away.
Point.
Throw a baby away. Come on, guys. Don't leave me hanging. Come on.
Casey
Baby in the dumpster.
Oh
Baby
my
in the
God.
dumpster. Come on, guys.
Speaking of Casey
Oh.
Anthony.
Up here. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay, that was like the highlight of the whole.
That's it right there.
this whole
That's gonna be the
series.
picture of the show is me doing this and her jumping back.
Someone needs to
doing to
screenshot
her?
that. Someone needs to screenshot that.
And just have you saying what you said earlier over that, like I'm butchering my meat. I butcher my meat. Okay.
Just have the reaction.
Just over and over, like I butcher my meat. I butcher my meat. All right.
Someone who is good with tech things needs to do this.
Zuma, buddy, hook us up.
We need. Oh, I forgot about him.
Zuma, hook us up with a
Please.
hot real
I will pay you like a quarter.
handsomely. With a banana suit. All right.
Yeah.
19, have a baby or 45?
19.
19.
You skipped me. And me.
I went to him first. We're going around here. I'm skipping you anyways because
You're not
you're
even
just
paying
in your own
attention.
world. Yeah. I'm gonna say 45 because at that point I just don't care.
Plus, you're the dude. You don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. That's somebody else's
Freaking hate
responsibility. I'm just gonna.
You don't go through the pain.
I'm just driving away,
You just
happy with my $45,000 job.
Freaking hate that.
19. Oh, you already went in. There we go. Most. Well, it's kind of a mixed reaction here. We got a
Yeah,
half and
I mean,
half.
like,
Wasn't a bad question. I'll give it to him. He's actually had pretty good ones this time.
yeah, but like, because I know a lot of people in my personal life that have had children at a young age and they're not happy.
19's, yeah,
Well-
believe me, I don't think anybody with kids is truly happy. Like, in a way, you kind of are. I guess my kid, at the same time, you're just like, you know,
My
like,
parents
oh, if I had a
freaking
kid,
happy, I'm awesome.
yeah. Anyways, if I had a kid, I'd be like,
Hello?
yeah, sure, I'm proud of him, but I'm like, I could have bought another DVD this week. Like, I'd have to, like, I don't really want to, and I'm like, you know, the school costs, I'm like, you know, F this, that's why I just, like, abduct kids and then put them on the show, because they're not really mine, I can just kick it out anytime I want, you know?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't send my
I'm like a
kids to school.
fungus.
Like a fungus.
just- I
You
stay
stick
here.
around. Like,
Me and
you know, like,
Natalie Myers over there.
yeah.
You know, I probably wouldn't send my kids to school. I don't
No.
like school.
It's a law,
I
buddy.
think it is, yeah.
Um,
Maybe they have different rules in the corn. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, up next we got holy shit, what we got here? All right, my handwriting's so
even-
atrocious.
It's horrible. It's like.
Oh wow, I gotta reword this one.
Oh God.
All right, watch
One of
your. Yeah, we'll probably skip this side actually altogether. Watch your parents 100 times in a row. Or, now, here's what's twisted, and Ghostface Kid, you're a sick bastard on this one. Watch your parents intimate 100 times in a row, or join in once.
What the freak?
Exactly. You sick effing man.
None of the above.
I'm glad you skipped this.
I'm gonna say personally, I guess I'll watch. Yeah, I mean, if you join in and it doesn't really cooperate, can I just set it out, kind of thing? I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
really freaking weird.
Yeah.
You are messed up,
He's
bro.
messed up,
You
man.
are messed up.
He said that was his intent. He toned it down last week. 'Cause remember 2 weeks ago we had a whole like weekend.
Yeah.
So he actually last week he really kind of soft-polished it in her, but nobody was here. It was literally just me and her. That was it. So it was like all these like toned down G-rated ones. So he's like, you know what, F it, and he threw this one at us. So I mean, it's definitely a card I would have played, but it's a really gross question. So we'll pass it over here. Are you gonna participate or
I still
spectate?
have somewhat of a childhood.
Yeah, not anymore. You don't. After this question will definitely ruin you.
I have a vivid imagination. What the crap? This.
She's gonna call me now. Maya, you watch. That's 100 times. That's 100. That's retarded. That's gross. God damn it, though. We're gonna move on.
I hate you, bro.
We're moving
No,
on.
it's not cool.
Let's see. We
I
got.
hope you scarred yourself.
This one I didn't really get. We had to look it up. Suffer from hammer toes, or have holes in your fingers.
Have holes in my fingers.
I have hammer toes. Because my,
You have it?
no,
Oh.
my friend,
Oh, his friend has hammer toes.
yeah, I just went
Sounds
through
weird.
their fingers are like all squished.
Yeah, we had to look it up. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Is it?
They got special
like
shoes
this
though,
side,
right?
or-
Like you wear special shoes and won't hurt as much.
It actually doesn't hurt, just like a...
Just look that way. I'll take hammer toes then. You can cover them up. Like I got hobbit feet. Like
You
I have.
don't pull those out.
pull them
Don't,
out?
but no.
Okay. Go away. There's children here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hobbit feet, so like, oh, hammer toes ain't that big deal. I'll take hammer
But
toes.
like, do you know what?
You want holes in the finger?
Yeah.
You can play the whistle like
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I can see their holes in them.
hammer toes.
I don't even know what hammer toes is.
It's like we have, like, you know how your fingers are like this? It's with a flat.
Your toes are just kind of like, yeah, I guess they were kind of
Flat.
pushed or something. I don't know.
Can you like roll them up? That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Probably
Really
not,
cool.
but yeah. So holes in the fingers or hammer toes? How'd you get holes? You didn't even like such like how like holes
Were you
like
born
what?
like that, or
Like straight hole, like no blood leaking out kind of thing. Like it was like solid holes.
kind of
or-
like an ear piercing or something?
Guess
Is it just
so.
like there?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting here going,
Even if I had it in my hand, I'd do like the whole Christ thing. I like that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But fingers, not so much. What about you, sweetie? Hammer toes? Fingers, holes in the fingers? Really?
Fingers.
No hammer toes for you? All right. Up next, we got, here's my personal favorite. Would you rather be constipated or have explosive diarrhea?
I'm explosive diarrhea.
Explosive diarrhea over here?
Me too.
Explosive diarrhea? 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 I hate being constipated. I really do. It tears. I don't get it very often. I have regular poops. Diarrhea don't bother me. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I wouldn't mind like downing like a whole bottle of X-Lax. Dude, your dad told me he did that one time. He literally, to clean the system out, he downed an entire like dollar store thing of X-Lax and then pooped for like a whole day. He just look in there and just, I'm like, dude, I could do that. I would finish more reading if I just had explosive diarrhea. In fact, I do. I read a lot on the toilet, so when I'm pooping, that's my reading time. Constipation is terrible. I'm just like, I go, I can't go. I'm like, are you for real right now? We not doing this? We not doing this? Damn it. And I still got a wipe, even though you didn't do anything. I still feel like I got a wipe, so I got a wipe, and there's just nothing there, and it's ridiculous. I hate constipation. My favorite question, though, by the way, that's my favorite question of all 11 here.
What number are we on?
We're on number 9 right now. We got 3 more left. This is pluck out. This one kind of threw me up too. It's like pluck out all your eyelashes, or bite down on a razor blade. Now I'm assuming he means the razor blade's tilted up. But I'm just like, when I first read it though, it was just like, I just felt like sideways. So I'm just like, I'll bite on a razor blade. I'm still taking it that way. I won't pluck my eyelashes out.
I put my eyelashes.
I put my eyelashes.
Really?
Because,
Eyelashes.
yeah, because I put eyelashes all the time.
I don't like anything that.
With, like, whenever, because I wear mascara and stuff.
Well, it would be
like,
clear
I
to you.
put
You're
off.
just like, I feel like it's just doing this, like, It's the smell.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming at first, but
I'm sure it probably means, yeah. Okay, if it's up and down, then yeah, I'll pluck eyelashes out. If I can go sideways, I'll take it sideways.
Yeah, same.
it's gotta be added now.
So anyways,
Okay, this video is getting better and better.
it really is, like people really are.
No, the video that is gonna be made.
Oh,
That's
that one,
made.
yes.
It's getting better.
Okay, here, I guess one is directed toward me, but we'll throw it at everybody. Would I rather kill myself or have Misery Black kill me?
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say I'm just gonna kill myself. I don't want to give her the satisfaction of putting that final nail in my coffin, so I'm jumping off that building. But we'll throw it at everybody. So would you rather have kill yourself or have Misery kill you?
Measure.
You want it slow and painful? Jesus Christ. God dang it. God freaking dang it.
Misery.
I'm sorry.
I'd kill myself.
I thought his head was in the gutter.
Misery.
I am awesome.
We got 3 for Misery and 2 for ourselves. Well,
Can I
Misery,
say
not
for
you.
myself?
Would you rather kill yourself?
Can I change it?
You want to change it?
Yes.
You want to kill yourself? There you go. That's probably the best way to go. Kill yourself or have Misery kill you?
Whew. I have misery.
Let's do the alter ego. Would you have your alter ego kill herself or have Misery do it?
Misery.
Misery. There it is. So, boom. And finally, we got...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure I say this right. That Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, Gabriel
Okay.
Iglesias.
Yeah, okay. We all know him. Hot and Fluffy. Big and
Yeah.
Fluffy, whatever his name is.
Hot and fluffy.
Hot and Fluffy. Would you rather wear his dirty underwear or share his toothbrush?
Sure, it's toothbrush.
I'll share his toothbrush. But I'll wear, I got
Toothbrush.
crest in there, has some
Probably just some
scope.
tacos.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's probably, he cleans it out. I don't imagine him just like, "Oh, here you go." No, he'll probably, it's like, I'll be like, "Hey, where's that?" It's in there on the sink. Like, oh,
Or if
there
you
it is.
scrub the toilet with it.
Why would he scrub the toilet with it?
Right,
It's his own
like, no one
toothbrush.
does that.
No one does that at all. Not even for comedy.
SpongeBob does it.
SpongeBob does do it. You're right.
Oh, he does. Smile nut.
So anyways, yes, there it is. Everybody assuming this toothbrush in?
Yeah.
Toothbrushing it?
Sure.
Alright.
I've shared
So
a
thank you,
toothbrush
Ghostface
before.
Kid.
I've shared toothbrushes before.
With the toilet?
No.
Yeah.
That was all
Some,
fun for that
of my
one.
friends, I've done this before.
It's like a term I have to look up on like the
No,
Urban Dictionary, like
oh my
we
God.
share
Jesus
toothbrushes.
Christ. What the heck is going on with this family-oriented show? What is
It
happening?
used to be TVG, and now we definitely hit that hard R. We're hitting a hard R.
This
Ron-
video just keeps growing and growing.
Ron-
Jesus freaking Christ.
Ron's grape. Alright, so up next. So thank you, Ghostface Kid. We appreciate it, as always. Jimmy Maggot didn't have a question.
Jimmy Maggot. Jimmy Maggot.
Wow, listen to this
I
person.
just like saying
Just
it.
smack her around. He said, he said that he's going to start doing video responses soon.
Woo!
Start doing his own reviews and everything. Start getting, I guess his computer's down, or he doesn't quite have it yet. I can't remember what he said, but he said he didn't get it. But he did say, he really definitely respects what we do on the show. He likes the fact we got this original thing.
Thank you.
And that means a lot to me. I ain't gonna lie, that actually means a lot. Like I know, my voice is very sarcastic. No matter what I say, even when I'm sincere,
She really
very sarcastic. But it really does mean a lot to not just me, but everybody here. We do appreciate that. So thank you very much, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
Except for her, she doesn't care.
She just doesn't care. She's oh, you probably don't care either. do you?
Nah,
This one doesn't either.
she's leaning towards us.
They're All right. So, anyways, you guys want to leave a comment, questions, recommendations? Just want to run your
If
mouth.
you were gonna leave, okay, you're gonna leave. If you're,
Oh, here we go. Is she gonna do it?
huh?
Let's trade places. You do what I do, and I'll do what you do.
No.
No, go ahead. I want to see
No,
you.
that's not what I was gonna do.
No, but I want to see you do it anyways. Drop
But I
out.
don't, but I don't remember all of them because I never listen to them.
You never pay attention.
Exactly.
Yeah. MovieFam7@gmail.com.
No.
All right, my fan friends over on Facebook.
No.
Personal messages.
No.
Comment down below.
No.
Or
Okay, the only way you can comment down below is if you're gonna leave, like, would you rather? So you could do those. You could do those in comments. You could run your mouth. That's also accepted.
except
but-
for running your mouth on video responses though. I would
Yeah,
love to see
that's
someone do
one
like
time.
an old school wrestling promo, like, "Listen here, Phantom, you're garbage. Your show sucks. You're fat and you're a loser. Screw you!" I would love to
I
get one of
would see
those
that.
finally, and I'll just be like, "That's great." 'Cause I
and
thought-
so like the
and then-
choppy like.
I would do another like combat, like a battle rap kind of thing. But like, no, here's the thing, brother. Next week, me and you, pay-per-view cage match. I'd go goofy with it. It'd be great.
We need to find someone to do this with.
We do. Somebody, please be our rival. Start a turf war. I don't care. So, or you can of course hit us up with
the kid who
the.
shaved his chest.
That kid, he probably died. I mean, he was kind of a pussy. I can't imagine him really lasting that long. You know what I was going to do? I was hoping it would escalate, because I actually had an idea for him. Was if it really got kind of out of control, I was going to have Darren Randy pretend to be him and start crying about Beth, and then I was going to have him right now, just throw him around a little bit and be hold him back with one hand as he swing. Let's do a little goofy skit, but the kid just. That guy just kind of quit. He didn't really.
Yeah, I would probably do it.
You'd be down. See, I got.
Darren Randy.
He's scrawny. That's why I
Yeah.
picked him, because he is like a little scrawny.
He's-
I would do it too.
Darren Randy.
I mean, he's probably built more than that kid, but
Darren-
still, I mean, we'll use our imagination.
He's not.
But he has siblings, so he's
Yeah.
got some experience.
So yeah, I don't know. That guy, he just kind of gave up on us. But yeah, once again, guys, comment whatever you guys do. Boom, we're here.
Heck yeah.
Finally, review. You know, I think about it. The Would You Rather really filled up a lot of time there. We really.
I like Would You Rather.
I like Would You Rather. They're
Yeah,
good.
me too.
I'm enjoying them.
Yeah, we should do it. They should do it.
Except for they should do
They
like
do. They do
clean.
every time. That is like the
No, not
fourth
clean.
or.
Fourth and fifth.
It's the fourth. Yeah, we've done them for a while now.
Yeah, I like them.
All right, here we go. We're gonna get on to some reviews. Okay, just before I get started. Besides you, I know you have. Anybody seen Ghost of Mars?
Nope.
No. All right. Ghost of Mars, John Carpenter. Basically, we're in the future. We have colonized Mars. We're not quite 100%. You know, the atmosphere is still kind of thin. We have to wear like these. It's really cheesy. You gotta wear like sunglasses or glasses. It's like this regular glasses, and that somehow helps you breathe. Nothing in the nose. That literally it's like something like the 1950s or something like that. It's ridiculous. But anyways, you wear they're transporting these group of guys, like soldiers or cops, special cops, whatever, are sent to pick up this outlaw, kind of like this criminal, to escort him to jail. Well, what happens is when they get there, everybody in town is dead, like decapitated bodies, strung up, brutalized, and of course you find out that something is not quite afoot. No, not well. There's trouble in this. And we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Trouble afoot. I like trouble afoot.
Yeah.
Trouble afoot. Alright, now when I was younger, when the Phantom was a little Phantom, this was honestly one of my favorite movies. I love this movie.
It's a little ghoul.
I thought it was great. I mean, I thought this was a really good movie. Didn't think it was that scary, but I was like, it's really... It reminded me a lot of Assault on Precinct 13, but like in space. It was Assault on Precinct 13 on Mars, is what it was. However, I haven't seen it since then. It's the first time I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, the stock has definitely dropped. The storyline just seems forced. Like, it's just all the dialogue. I mean, they try to like form this bond. It has Natasha Henstridge, who was Species. I don't know if you've seen Species or not. She played in Species. And then Ice Cube is the outlaw. And even like I think Ice Cube is actually a good actor. I think
I wouldn't be able to take it seriously.
See, I disagree. I think Ice Cube's a really good actor. He did really good in Boys in the Hood. That was like back when he first started. It's a comedy, but Friday. I think he does really good in Friday. And then I didn't really care for it that much. But Are We There Yet? I thought he did good in it. I mean,
he is a good actor, but I still
Anaconda.
I can't take him seriously.
But he just.
I don't know, just like his voice. It's kind of goofy to me.
Well, he wasn't rapping or anything.
No,
Anyways,
it's just his voice.
in this movie,
Looks kind of
he just didn't fit it. I don't think. And once again, it was just really poorly written. Like, I felt like it was just very contrived and just very, like, they kept trying to force this like weird relationship between these two, like almost like a bonding thing. It just didn't work. Like, it was like almost like it was just, I don't know, very fake and put upon. It has a pretty good cast though. It has Pam Grier. People know her as her old blaxploitation films like Foxy Brown and Cleopatra. I think she did Cleopatra Jones. I can't remember. I know she did Coffee. I don't think she did Cleopatra Jones. I could be wrong. I'm not up on my blaxploitation people. Sorry. But she did Jackie Brown, which is Quentin Tarantino, which is fucking awesome. She's done numerous movies, and it has Jason Statham. Like I got really young, but just like before he became big, it was like Jason Statham. And it's great because I'm like, oh wow, Jason Statham. I didn't know that was him in there. So yeah, it's him, and then it has I can pronounce it, Claire Duvall, the chick from The Faculty. She played in The Grudge. I've seen her, and she's in Can't Hardly Wait. I mean, she's not really a big actress, but she's always in a bunch of things I've seen her in. She's in it, and the weirdest casting thing was it has Robert Carradine, who is Lewis from Revenge of the Nerds. He's in this, but it's like it's a small part. It's like, he has like 4 lines maybe, and he's not even in that much. It's just like, did you get Robert Carradine just because he's a Carradine? Or what was it? I don't know. He added nothing. Like, you could put anybody in that role, it would have been the same. But overall though, like I said, what it is, it's kind of weird because it reminded me, I think I might have actually subliminally stored this in the memory warehouse. When you kill these, like what it is, it's like this weird entity, this airborne virus that gets into these people, and it gets into them, and then they become these like savage fucking people, and they're like what it is almost like the Ghost of Mars, like the Martian race somehow is in them, like that's what they are. They're just like this airborne, whatever, and their mission is to kill humans. That's it. That's all it is kill anybody who's on there, any invaders. But when you kill one of them, it rises out of them and goes into someone else, and I'm like. That's the game. I didn't realize that, but I'm watching them. I was like, that's where I must have got it from right there. I didn't even think about that, but that's probably where I got it from. Anyways, it has all the elements that I like about a movie. I love like under siege type movies where people are stored up in a house or whatever, and there's something outside trying to get that out of them. I love that. I just love that kind of. I love that whole like we're trapped kind of thing. And so you got this one. They're kind of holed up in this like little jail, and of course, boom, all these like I don't know what you'll call them, just infected aliens, whatever, are out there. I think the problem with it is for me is there's not much suspense. It's just a lot of, and it breaks down to this really bad action. The music, I didn't realize, was done by John Carpenter, and at times they had that Carpenter feel, but other times they had like that bad, like Resident Evil type music, that this techno bad, and it just looks really bad. Like, it just sounds really bad, and it is like some of the worst action because, like Natasha Henstry, she's trying to be like she knows martial arts, and she's barely passing. Somehow, all the Martians know martial arts now. Like as soon as they get hit, they start to kung fu fighting with everybody. I'm like, it just came off. It was definitely worse than I remember. Once again, you may like it, Bilak. I think it'd be something you'd be into. But honestly, because I guess when I was younger, it just looked more badass. But now I'm looking at it, it's like, I don't know. I recommend it, but I can definitely see why Carpenter probably bagged out after this and didn't come back for years. Then when he came back, he did the award and wasn't much better. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't. The more I'm talking about now, the more I'm just bagging on it. But I guess the good thing, I'm saying, it has the elements I like about it. I mean, it has a pretty decent storyline. I like the storyline. It's just executed so badly. It really is. I don't know. That's all I got. Well, Sweetie, you watched it with me. Now, what do you think? I mean, I know you didn't really care for it at all. Like, I was trying to like, it's not bad, and I can see you wasn't buying it. Well, give me a review. What did you like? What did you not like?
Remember.
Don't remember? Wow. Not paying attention at all. You were doing this the whole time, weren't you?
No.
Yeah, there it is, Ghost Tomorrow. I say check it out. I mean, it is a John Carpenter movie, you know. See where it went wrong, I guess. I don't know. Not big on it. And these things ain't bad. They're not great, but they're not bad either. But there's like one scene where Claire Duvall, it's like the second, there's two battles. There's one scene where they're trying to get to the train station, and they get there, and the train's not there, and they're like, shit, and they have to run back, and the whole time they're getting ambushed. And of course, they're going to fight and shit like that. But the second time they go back out, because now the train is there, and they're going to blow the place up or something. That's what they did. They get out, and they're like, you know what, if we don't stop it here, no one will. I'm like, how do you assume that? Like, you guys are like 4 or 5 people. Get back to civilization. And even then, let it wipe them out a little bit, so then they can be like, oh shit, this is real. And they send a message to Earth, so then we can like fucking nuke Mars. And I don't know. It just seemed like
There's other ways to do it.
they literally got away, and she's just like, we're going back. I'm like, there's no point to go back.
It's not all about you.
Yeah, I just seemed like
yourself.
it was just poorly done all around. And when you go back, everybody gets wiped out but the two. And like the end, like Ice Cube, like because he's a prisoner who's supposed to be taken in, you laughing at like Ice Cube, like you just can't believe he did a space movie. When I say it out loud, it is kind of bad. Like Ice Cube fighting Martians, you know. But anyways, he handcuffs her to the train. And he's just like, I'm out, and he leaves her there. But at the end, you can tell there's like another outbreak, and then like Ice Cube shows back up and throws like a golden gun at her, and they're ready to go, ready to rock and roll again. I don't know. That's all I got. Oh yeah, Claire Duvall. So the second time they're out there, she looks very awkward. There's a scene where she's out there with 2 guns, but she's just kind of like very stiff with them. Just, and then of course like just like cut her head off and everything. It looks really kind of cheesy, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The more I'm talking about, the less I'm liking Ghost Mars. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's that.
These kids.
Now up next.
These freaking kids.
I watched this when it first came out. This one I went to the theater, so I got to watch it for free. When a Stranger Calls. At that point, I knew about the original, didn't ever see it. I watched it, and I was not impressed with the remake. I thought it was just a bad, horrible movie. Watched the original. I remember we reviewed it already. I can't remember if I was just like, I remember pretty much saying like, it wasn't bad. There were some shitty parts to it. Alright, so without getting back on track, let's get back on this one. When a Stranger Calls, 2006, where a babysitter is getting threatening phone calls, and yeah.
Don't seem too enthusiastic.
Here's my problem. Okay, here's what the problem is literally people. I think it was Sony did it. I can't remember. Doesn't fucking matter. Whoever did needs to be shot. They're like,
Michael
okay,
Bay.
let's just keep remaking movies. It feels like it probably should have been Michael Bay. They're like, okay, we're remaking this movie. We're making every horror movie we can get our hands on. Let's remake When a Stranger Calls, because we all know that's a notorious film. The whole, there's a killer inside the house. The calls come from inside the house. Get out of the house. Even though they ripped that off with Black Christmas, whatever. It's known for When a Stranger Calls. That's just when it's most associated with When a Stranger Calls. They're like, let's do that. Now the first When a Stranger Calls, the first 45 minutes is that her in the house, or I'm not exaggerating. If I'm exaggerating, sorry. First 30 to 45 minutes is her, and it's just her as a girl babysitter. Finally, the calls come in the house, get out of the house, and then of course, boom, she gotta get out. But then after that, it all goes from literally later on, 10, 15 years later. She's married now, she has her own kids, and then the killer escapes from the institution and comes after, her. But they're like, let's just say fuck that second part. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, the second half is pretty weak in that movie. They're like, let's just take that first 30-minute segment and stretch it out to 90 minutes. Let's do that. That's a great idea.
Let's do that.
That's what they do.
Every
They literally do. That's what they do. They literally. So, what happens is this movie is taking itself way too seriously off the bat. The music was so horrible. Now it wasn't bad music, but the fact that it was just ominous and suspenseful and scenes that didn't need to be, because we all know what's going to happen. We all know there's a caller in the house. We already know this shit. People who haven't even seen the movie know what to expect in this thing. So as soon as she shows up at the house, you hear that music. Dun. And I'm just like, really? And then the next thing that bothers me is this house is state of the art. There's tons of windows. Every time you walk into a room, it lights up. It's very freaking awesome, and yet they try to make it scary. It's just dark. How is it dark? And the thing is they purposely did that shit. There'd be a long hallway with lights. You can see the lights. They made it where it's still dark. The lights look like they were probably dim, and it's just really. Really? Okay, the next thing is...
No one dims their lights.
The next thing that bugged me about this movie is this. Alright, I get it. Maybe they're just trying to appeal to teenage girls. I don't know. Maybe that's what this is a movie just for teenage girls only. Maybe that's it. I'm missing it.
Why?
Here's the thing.
How would you miss it?
Okay, she's there. When she's there, the parents are just listen, the kids are already asleep. They're upstairs, they're sleeping. Oh, Rosa, the housekeeper, she's staying here. She's in here. And
Did Rosa watch the kid?
no shit. Well, she lives there, but she goes out for whatever reason. It doesn't really matter. It's a bad movie, that's why. And then the next thing is there's a cat. They established early on the cat that runs around. So, okay, we got kids upstairs sleeping, Rosa, who lives there, and this cat. Okay, so early on in the movie, she's sitting there reading,
Full House.
and she hears a noise. And the music's dun, and she's just like, hello? And then she starts creeping down there. And she gets a fire poker. I'm like, dude, the kid could have got up, the cat could have been in there, or it could have been Rosa. And all that she's just it's like she knew she was in a horror movie. They shouldn't be like that. People should not know they're in a horror movie. That's what a horror movie is. It's us watching it, not her knowing, goddammit, that there's a fucking killer in the house. So all that she's just walking around. And then she walks up to the kitchen, and there's a noise coming. And then she gets up there, it's the ice maker. We're like, oh God, thank God we're it wouldn't be a killer anyways. You don't know that. There's nothing in the first 45 minutes of this movie that should even be frightening. But every time there's a noise, there's a creak, or someone moves around upstairs, she's already in panic mode. And she starts freaking out. She's called, and then she starts getting prank phone calls. Now granted, yes, that's kind of freaky, but one of them is literally a nerd guy. And you can hear it's some high school kid, yeah, and he hangs up. So what do you expect? The rest of them were just the same guy or the same group of friends that's picking on you? No, she freaks out early on and calls the cops. What? Are you? Oh. This is one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen.
We just spent 3 minutes watching him kill himself multiple times.
One of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. When the killer finally shows up, and you know what, 2006, oh, no spoiler alert, fuck it, there's a killer in the house and he's calling from the house. Shows up, just, 1 second, sweetie, that's good stuff. Literally, the killer shows up. At one point, they're face to face. Maya, sweet, look at me real quick. They're face to face, and yet somehow there's a shadow on his face. You can never really see the killer's face clearly. They're in a well-lit house. The lights kick on anytime. And guess what? Nothing.
It's like
Can't see nothing. And this happens like 3 or 4 times. Like they'll run by him. The camera will pan by him in a well-lit room and his face is all darked out. Are you fucking for real? That's retarded. Oh my god. Okay, now this is a rich doctor. He has like this bird room. And it's kind of a cool room. It has like a pond with fish. I mean, it's very over top. Kind of ridiculous, but you can tell they just threw it in there so we can have the cat and mouse game. Sure enough, fucking cat and mouse game, and she runs in there. At one point, because she's trying to get the kids out. The kids are okay. Kids never die in this movie. Spoiler alert. There's a scene where they jump in the water, and the kids are on the bank part of the water, and she's in the water. The kids, the killer sees the kids, and the kids run off. She just stays there. And I'm like, no, at least in Halloween, she tries to protect the kids. Like her, she just like, fuck the kids. Let him. And like, she expected him to just leave and chase him, so then she can get out. And she just sits there. And then of course the killer doesn't. He knew she was underneath the bridge or something like that. Dude, it was one of the worst. Literally 45 minutes of nothing. Okay. About 10 minutes of like she knows the killer's calling her, and then like the rest of the movie is just cat and mouse, just run around the room, and oh my god, he kills like 2 people. He kills Rosa and he kills this one friend that comes back. And versus PG-13, so they're bloodless. They're bloodless. So we don't even. The coolest thing about this movie is the scene where like when the birds get out, and then like the cat's eating the bird. That's kind of cool. But that's the worst thing too. There's another thing too is like he's trapped. Like they lock him in that bird cage there, a bird room. And there's a thing where she runs into this other thing and she sees the bird out. And obviously you're just like, wow, he broke out. He broke a window, got out, the birds were. But then she's just like, and then another bird, and she's looking at her, and this is a close-up of all these birds. And I'm like, okay, we established that there's birds in the living room. We know he's out. But they keep zooming in, she's just kind of looking at it, she's just like, put it in her head, she's just like,
it's like some Doris.
oh my god. Yeah, it really is.
It's like 4 minutes for her to figure out what's going on.
Oh, sweet G. And I'm just like, oh my god, are we really doing this shit? Horrible fucking movie. Don't even bother. I'm seriously. I always say check it out. No. Don't even bother. One of the worst movies ever. Unless you are a teenage girl, I do not recommend this movie to you. And if you like this movie, odds are you're a teenage girl. I just offended like the trillions of fans who were just like, I love that. I'm a hardcore horror fan. I love When a Stranger Calls remake. Well, yeah, you're a teenage girl. Horrible movie. Horrible fucking movie. Now, has anybody else here seen When a Stranger Calls? The remake.
I bet you said it sounds like it sucks.
Oh, Misery. Clue us in. What did you think?
I'm scared to tell my opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna have some of this tasty do. Please go ahead. I'll pacify myself.
I'm not even no.
I want to know your opinion, please.
Well, I mean,
You're a teenage girl, so it's okay. You liked it, didn't you?
no, I didn't.
Oh, you loved it.
No, honestly, I didn't. It was dumb to me. Like, huh?
You're getting all offensive.
No, I seriously, I didn't like it.
Give me a review what you remember.
Well, I basically just told the whole friggin' movie.
I'm sorry, I'm passionate about
Jesus
this.
Christ.
I'm actually looking forward to this review all night long. This is the one I was like wanting to unload on. Truthfully, before I unloaded on it, I was like, I gave it kind of a high rating. Like I gave it like a 3 out of 10 maybe, but literally that's a high rating for this movie, trust me. But now as I'm getting passionate and throwing my punches in there, like now it's like down to like a 1 or 0.5, 0.7, 0.07.
Did they get too fast?
Yeah, it's a horrible fucking movie. I don't recommend it. So.
I wouldn't put it down as low as you just did. Like, but I mean.
Well, what was some high points then? Give me some high points. What was you just like, that's not bad. My thoughts exactly. There's nothing. Nothing to. No, there's nothing. I didn't think the girl's that good looking. At all. Did not have an attractive lead at all. I had to look at that face. The whole fucking movie. And bad directing. And really out of place music. Dude, you're trying way too hard. I don't know if you did the music. You tried way too hard on this thing. Cut it back a little bit. Just cut it back. That's all I got. I'm in a bad mood now. I'm gonna beat these kids after this. Child abuse is funny. Alright, so alright, that's all I got. So we'll go around.
Talk about politics and then you start talking about child abuse.
Child abuse. It's a good time. It's a good
Well,
time.
because they're with politics, they look at the negative side of it.
They do. They do. So you think like whenever the Phantom runs for president, they're gonna be like, but didn't you say it once that child abuse is funny? And then they start
Yes.
showing like these horrible pictures, like these battered kids. They start saying like a Sarah McLachlan song behind it, you know. And,
And you start
in
laughing.
the arms of an angel.
Please,
Like these old
yeah.
kids, like crutches. I'm just like, I was making a joke, and they're like, no, Mr. Phantom, you clearly said. And they got the video. You're just like, I like to butcher my meat. And I'm just like, oh God, I lost this case, or lost this election. All right, so Bilak, anything to add?
No.
No. Lady Gaga, anything to add?
No.
No. Natalie Myers, nothing to add. Really quiet this week, Natalie. Normally you gotta add a little bit more. You had nothing this week.
She's probably overwhelmed by the amount of people here.
There's a lot of people here. It's a ridiculous amount of people. We shouldn't have this many people. This time we ever had like
Well, you
6
kind
people.
of did get excited
Actually, once.
during the story.
All right, Maya, Sweetie, anything to add?
Well, this episode
Until next time, America.
is like the only one that is